Chief Foreign Affairs correspondent and moderator of Face the Nation, Margaret Brennan, has closely followed the negotiations and joins us now. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning to you, Vlad.
Based on your reporting, Margaret, what can you tell us about how this deal came about?
Vlad, this was a very small group of negotiators over the past 7 weeks. It's been really intense pressure being exerted here. The U.S. was talking to Israel's leaders, its intelligence agency, and it was Qatar that was the conduit to Hamas. Egyptian intelligence also helped. So together, they put pressure on Hamas to provide proof of life for the 50 civilians expected to be first released. And then they got Israel to agree to allow in cooking oil and fuel for hospital generators to run and to release those Palestinian women and children from detention centers. And then both sides to halt fighting for these short-term ceasefires that could last 4 days or more. Now, we have come close on at least 2 occasions, once at the end of October and a few weeks ago, but this is the very first time both sides have publicly agreed to the terms. To help close this deal, President Biden also picked up the phone himself.
And so, Margaret, what do the phases of this deal entail?
Well, each day, both sides have to take some steps. So once the official halt to fighting is underway, Hamas is expected to begin releasing women and children first, at least 3 Americans in this first phase. As I said, they provided proof of life for at least 50, but it is believed by the U.S. that Hamas could potentially release more civilians. Those men and foreign passport holders and soldiers would be in later phases. So Hamas has an incentive to continue releasing people because the halt to fighting will be rolled over, extended each time. Israel said for every 10 hostages, 1 more day of ceasefire. And for every hostage they release, Israel will release more Palestinian prisoners. So last night, Qatar said that number of prisoners will be increased in later stages.
So I guess, Margaret, after the negotiated period of time, which could be extended, do you expect that there will be a full resumption of Israeli strikes once all the hostages are returned?
Well, Israel's prime minister said the war's not over, so he's signaling the potential full resumption. And it has been one of Israel's concerns that in any kind of pause, Hamas could regroup. But this cessation of violence, the diplomacy around it, could provide some diplomatic opportunity. Big picture, the Biden administration has been pressing Israel and the surrounding Arab countries to help plan for a day after Hamas's collapse, including who will govern the 2 million Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip.
Margaret Brennan tirelessly working her sources the last couple of days. Margaret, thank you so much. We appreciate it.